Today, I want to give you my thoughts on Macca's new songs from the Albert Egypt station. And as you can see, I'm looking for my mummy. Seen any tanner leaves? Let's get the good news out the way first. I mean, both of the songs that have been released, you can tap your feet to them. After a couple of listens, you can tap your feet to them. But, we've got to ask some serious questions about Macca's future as a singer. Now, I just watched Larry Graves. Yeah, I watch that wanker from time to time. I watched his video. No great surprise. The idiot give both of these tracks
10 out of 10.
That's not only daft, but it insults tunes that really deserve a 10 out of 10. You can't put either of these two tracks in the same league. And I've said this before, you can't put them on the same league as Silly Love Songs or My Love or, not Another Day, but, his real good stuff. It just don't make no sense. For starters, I'm going to tell you, I find both of the tracks were generic and directionless, which is bad news because do you remember songs like My Love, for example? They go in a full circle. They're not telling a story as such, but they're going somewhere. They've got a direction. These haven't. They just seem to be words plucked. What rhymes with this, what rhymes with that. And at age 76, he should be having lyrics like John Betjeman. Something really thought-provoking. Maybe someone should buy Macca a Theosaurus because he bloody needs one. Time. What rhymes with that? Mine. Wine. Yeah, we could all do that. It's childish. It's juvenile. It's juvenile. But, let's start off with the first one then. It's a song called I Don't Know. Now, on my first listen, or my third listen, I've heard it a couple of times. Get it in my head. Do I like it? Do I hate it? No, I don't hate it. But it starts off like 1970s TV show Ask the Family. And that's not a good start. And then it changes into the opening of Oasis' Don't Look Back in Anger, which in turn was a rip-off of John's Imagine. And they seem to pinch from a number of other songs, which I can't quite name, but I can feel them and hear them in the song. And, even including Real Love. you can hear the real love in there somewhere. The lyrics is just, they don't go anywhere, and it's like, really, it is juvenile. It's like he's using the word fine. It's so out of date, that word. I feel fine. And what rhymes with it? Wine, mine, time, goes nowhere. Alright, sorry about that. Right, the second song is called Come On To Me. It's not good news here either. It's got a tune which is eerily like Chopsticks, and that's real basic. I can hear other songs in this one as well. I can hear Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 of all things, and I can hear We Will Rock You by Queen, and he's even ripping off his own song from Band on the Run 1985. But what I found with both of these songs is, especially this one, the voice is tired and it's wobbly. It reminds me of the old geezer down the pub singing after a couple of pints. And not only that, but it's probably not his real voice. He's probably had he's backed up with a voice decoder. He's got to be. When Cher used to do it, right? Do you believe in life? Wow, 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 wow. It's that, but it's more of an up-to-date version, which is more subtle. But it's still something's still happening with the voice there. Now, it's like that's like the musical version of Photoshop. You know, when you see a bird and she's 50 and she's got no wrinkles and she's got lovely hair, and you think, well, am I looking at you or am I just looking at somebody else or a caricature? And it's the same musically. Am I listening to Paul McCartney anymore? You know, I can hear it, but you know, what would he really sound like? And if that's the case, why are we buying the album? You know, because we're collectors, we're buying it, and it'll get top 10, I expect, because of all the hype. Because he's learned his lesson after Press to Play. He hypes his albums big time. All the time. That's how they manage to get in the charts. They don't do that well in America anymore. His future in America is with live gigs. It's just because, really, you know, the question we've got to ask ourselves is, why are we still paying good money to see him live? Has he become a museum piece? You know, oh, I've got to see a Beatle before I die, or before he dies. And I think Elton John rightly retired from live gigs. He's obviously considered his future legacy. If you can't belt out a tune no more, why bother? You're ripping off the fans, you're becoming embarrassing, and maybe you should, you know, maybe you should look for younger people to write songs for, because they can sing, they've got the voice, and they can add something to it which is a bit more sexy. Yeah, okay, it's another album by Paul McCartney, let's all go out and buy it, and we'll download it, and that'll be that. And everybody who's collecting, and they always want to see good in Paul McCartney's, but I ask you this question, compare it to a good album, like a really good album, and then are you going to give it a 10 out of 10? Or are you going to say 8 out of 10? No, you're not really. I mean, his best years are behind him. He's never, ever going to write another #1 song. He's never going to get that kind of, you know, just getting the normal person from the street to go out and buy a single anymore. All it is a big collection of McCartney fans out there who want to buy his records, or people who go to see his gigs and they want to buy his records. But it's not because we love the songs anymore. You know, when I got London Town, I really enjoyed it. You know, I really enjoyed the songs. I enjoyed listening to it. I can't now. I'd be fooling myself if I've said I've enjoyed any album since Tug of War. You know, maybe I need to listen to a couple of Chaos and Creation, maybe, and Memory Almost Full. I don't know, maybe, or what's the one where he looks like a drunk on the cover? From 1997. I need to check these albums out a little bit more, but you know, they ain't nothing no more. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this this guy. I discovered, and this sort of got me into the tune. This young fella, I just saw his YouTube video and asked him if I could use some of the footage, because, you know, he's done a better job of it than Paul McCartney. Over to you, Christian 0515. All right, bye-bye.
I saw you flash a smile that seemed to me to say you wanted so much more than casual conversation. I swear I caught a look before you turned away. Now I don't see the point resisting